Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. In the last episode, we began our search for Allegra and her friend in need, finding out that in order to help her out in her search, and hopefully reach her, we'll need to search the melodic gardens for frog-like creatures known as Melospheres, in order to open a giant musical gate that BeepO and Genie sense two life forms behind, one small and one very large creature, which might just be Allegra and her friend, or it could also be Kanya and her super-powered King Bomb Super Mech waiting to ambush us on the other side. The thing is, we won't know until that door has been slid open. But first, we need those Melospheres, since they are the key to this problem at hand anyways. So with that being said, honestly, our search for the Melospheres truly begins. And honestly, this whole new area is pretty crazy looking, honestly, just because we barely got into this little area in the last one. So it's like, we got a little bit of a search of it, while also getting to do a couple little missions here and there. But honestly, with everything going on, we definitely want to make our way onto the boats, and then figure out where to go first, since we do have 3 of them to find, and one of which I think is in this area, just because of the fact that it's on the gate. And that's usually how you know if something's not in the area that you're at. So we have one on the left side, one on the top side, and this one looks like it's kind of above something, but it also looks like it might be connected to something on top of this little area here. I'm not too sure. But while we're in the water here, we should definitely go and grab our red and green coin challenges. But I checked on how far we've made it so far in the story and everything. And when it comes to all the missions we've done, we've already gotten 41% through, which is actually pretty good, honestly. But that does confirm my theory on this being as long as a normal, trying to think of the word, but as a normal planet, but it might be like actually two planets like I thought originally, which is pretty cool. But just like that, one of our coin challenges easily done. And now we just need to go drop off our, well, not drop off, but go pick up our chest over here real quick. And there we go, one done. And then we just need to make our way to the other side for the green one. But there's the gateway for this chapter. And we might be also getting to see our favorite little riddle master in the very near future too, since he also seems to have something around here too. Also, there's a Tom Fawn thing over there. Pretty cool to see him, with the fact that the next DLC is about him. Well, technically him and Rayman, I should say. But honestly, both of them pretty much at the end of the day, if you really think about it. But need to be careful with the green coin stuff, since how these ones work is they don't show you all of them before you go to them, but they are timed. So as long as you prepare your movements like so, you can finish them off pretty quickly. Also, what is that next to the chest over there? Wait a minute. That's something I've never seen before. Well, let's grab our chest first. So there's 2 of our challenges already immediately done. Okay. Something with a moon and then a Rabbid. Okay. So the moon is on the other side of the Rabbid, whatever that means. That could be for the riddle, since we don't know what the riddle thing is yet. But, honestly, kind of curious. And help... Oh, yeah, we haven't picked up your thing either for the golem hunts. Help! Golems are everywhere. There are golems everywhere. It's cutting into my practice time. Can you get you rid of, say, 3? Any 3 will do. Okay, we definitely will. Just 3 of them like normal for the hunts. Good to know about that. Also, while we're here, this should be the spot that's, well, there's, oh, that's the level 40 thing for the, like, the actual monster for the area, with the golden weapon behind it. Okay, so this is going to be the toughest challenge, is the Bomb here. Really? Okay. Interesting. But we also have the cannon over here, so this should take us to that Melosphere. Because this is that area, I'm pretty sure. Not 100%, but there's a good way to check based on mapping. Oh no, this took us somewhere else. So where's this taking us? Oh no, it does look like it takes us where we need to. If we look over here, because we can't mark it. Yeah, it looks like it does take us there. But it looks like we need something to throw out the Dark Messiah over there, if we want to do anything. Okay, it looks like that will take us back. We can turn this on if we want to go this way. And there's also some coins trying to lead us somewhere. Not exactly sure where, though. But a good way to find out is by going around. And it looks like we need to do a small little scan for a nice little bridge. Okay, cool. That works out. Let's see. I think we can maybe go into the cannon. Because I don't know what kind of puzzle we're really doing here yet. Okay, that just takes us back. Okay. Any reason to do that exactly? Not really sure, but we'll turn that off for now. Just so we can kind of get a look around. Okay. Interesting. So, we got the square over there. We don't know where to put the square. There might be a scan somewhere as well, in another location. So we should definitely double check, and there was. Okay, that works out. So we got that now open. Where does this take us, though? Looks like it might take us down to that area where that field breaker is, but I'm not too sure. Kind of. Okay. Well, it's definitely something to our right, apparently. But it looks like we need to get near the field breaker for a second to do it. Okay, so something over here, apparently. Oh, nice little ladder to the next area. Okay, cool. And that takes us back up where we were. So where's this area, then? I don't think we can land our boat here. I think. I'm not entirely sure. Let me double check before we go running anywhere. Oh, there's our field breaker. Just wondering where he went. But, let's see. Is this an area we can get via boat? Doesn't look like it, actually. Really? Well, if it is, then we should definitely stay around here, then. But we do need to put this, square back here anyways. Okay, so there's a reason to be here, then. Okay, cool. I wasn't too sure if we needed to stay over here or not, so because that's the case, we will do this mission real quick, then. So, Dark Mess on the beach. Level 35. We are level 35, so it's not over our level, which is good. But it can be dangerous depending on what it is. But as long as we get a nice heal at the very beginning of the level, we should be fine. It really just depends on how much HP we really get, honestly. And is this a survive level? It is a survive level. Oh no. Oh no. That's actually a no-no. Okay. That makes things a little more serious. Okay. Well, we have the ability to revive. It looks like it's just bomb-bombs and melee, though. Well, kind of melee. Golems are melee range, for the most part. And I know how to easily deal with them so far. But it's 6 turns, though. So this can be a little scary. But we do have edge, and we know how to use edge perfectly, if we need to. But first things... Oh, wait a minute. Why is Rosalina by herself up here? Oh. That could be bad. Well, thankfully, we should be able to get in range for at least a heal for everybody first. So, let's immediately get that done real quick, just so we're not living without a heal, at least. And then everybody's nice and, ready. Okay. Well, next things next is let's summon in our Oozer and all of our extra buddies real quick, just so we have them nice and ready. And also, hope that he goes for... Okay, went for the bomb-bomb. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm gonna do a little bit of dashes into this guy, just to get it nice and ready, because more damage we can do to you, the better, if we can. But there we go, not too bad. And from here, what would I rather have stopped in place for now? Honestly, I kind of want you. Honestly, Mr. Golem. So I'm going to stop you in place for now. And then from here, we have the Scoper. So where would we rather have the Scoper at? Is the problem. I'm going to say probably dealing with the Golem over here. Honestly. I'd rather the Golem start getting messed with. And also, this might be a good spot for Enemy as well. It definitely is. I actually really like that. Okay, cool. So this is going to be a really good first turn then. Because we'll be able to do whatever we need. And not have to worry about being chased down at all by anything. And we get rid of the Bomb-Bomb as well. Okay, cool. That's really good. We got another Bomb-Bomb next to us, but that's not a problem. From here, though, I'm going to say best case scenario, we don't need to go ethereal yet, since we don't really need to worry about that kind of stuff. And we got Spark Refresher, so that's always good. I'm going to say let's just try and get as much damage as possible into our little Riptide here before he can do anything. Because he's a problem character, for sure. So it's best to do as much as we can to get rid of him if possible. And then from there, I don't think there's a way to hit both of these guys without messing anything up. I really don't think so. Could be wrong, though. If we get lucky and get the right angle on the Bomb-Bomb, we might be able to hit both. But I need to have it in a way that works for me. And right now, it's not really looking like it. But I might be able to do it from up here, though. No, it does not look like that, actually. Huh. Okay, well that's a little bit of a problem. Just because I did want to get rid of the Bomb-Bomb. Okay, I guess we'll just bring him closer then, for now. And we'll use the Bomb-Bomb later, because we can use him as a dash, kind of. But that brings him right up close and personal for where we need him to be. And then what I can do, instead of attacking him directly, I can go for the Bomb-Bomb instead. And that's perfect, because then we get a little bit of damage into him without moving him. And then obviously go straight for the sleep to put all of our little buddies here in a nice little area where they can't be doing anything strange that we're not ready for. And now we just got the Riptide left moving and then the new portal spawning, which looks like it's spawning a Riptide. It's going for the Goomba, that's not a problem at all. Ooh, 2,800, that was a really good hit, but I'm pretty sure that's what he's weak to, though. Yeah, it is. So that was perfect. Good thing we had the Oozer, because I didn't really plan for that, to be honest. So that's really good. Okay, other than that, though, we can knock you out, actually. Okay, really. That would be actually pretty good. Okay, first things first is, let's dash out the Riptide, since we can. Since he's an easy target. There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. What we can do now is get rid of the Goomba here, since he's going to get in the way a little bit, and we have to throw him out of bounds to deal with him. Okay, not bad at all. I'm going to try and do 2 dashes here, if at all possible. We're not in range for anybody, though. So it looks like that's going to be a no, sadly. But that doesn't mean that we can't get rid of our little guy over here. So let's get rid of you first and foremost, just so we know you're down for the counts. And then from there, only thing we really can do here at the moment is just make sure our elemental buddy is gone. And then just prepare for whatever comes next. Because right now, there's no real enemies that we need to really worry about, for the most part. Just enough to make sure that Rabbid Peach is in a weird spot is all. And then we can also do a heal as well, to at least Rabbid Peach and Rosalina before the next turn. Okay, not bad at all. We can bring you a little closer, without having to worry about you. So let's get a little bit of damage into you. And bring him a little bit closer. Not too much, though. I don't want him, like, right on top of me yet. But we can wait for him. But not bad. Not bad turn at all. So far, this survival's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Just because these levels can be really, really hard, depending on what they spawn on top of you. And if they're just going to be spawning Riptides, I can live with Riptides. As long as they're just not being spawned directly on top of me is all. Okay, Riptide basically on top of us. We got the Oozer doing what he needs to do best. Going for the Bomb-Bomb. Not a bad idea, actually. That was really smart. Okay, cool. That works out. Now, what we need to do here is figure out how to deal with our Riptide bud over on the other side of the map. We might be able to hit him. Yep, we easily can. So let's go for a Vamp attack first, since we're going to want to be able to do as much damage as possible in a short amount of time to make sure that he can't just run around like a crazy person. But there we go. Bring him a little closer, but he's not too close, which is perfect. The Golem's going to start moving here soon. But right now is all about Vamp dashing. And then we also got the Spark refresh too, which is always good. Let's make sure our little counter is ready too. So as soon as he jumps in the air, he'll be flung and we'll do some damage to him. But there we go. A little bit of damage. Oh yeah, but that also counts as him hitting me. Not exactly what I meant to do. I forgot that that happens. But thankfully that's not like a horrible sentence to get. If that does happen, thankfully. It's just that I forgot that that happens. For some reason that triggers the Riptide, even though it really shouldn't. Because it's not really an attack, it's a counter, but it happens and it's not a good thing for it when it does happen. Just because yeah, I don't mean for the attack to happen like that. Just because, well, I didn't realize it. I keep forgetting that it does that. But not too bad. We'll get you back where you need to be. So we can continue the Vamp dashes and get our HP back for what you did steal from me. And then hopefully get rid of you here in a second. Since you're basically down for the count now. Because we do have enough dashes to do what we need to do, I think. Yeah, we definitely do. No, we don't actually, really. Okay, you're still up, but you're down, though, at the same time. Not too bad, then. We'll get the triple troll into you, then, and you are donezo, bud. But there we go, 4 more turns. But now down to 3, as soon as our turn comes in, because they're not going to be able to hit us. And he's going for the Oozer, too, so he's wasting his turn. So we're perfectly fine right now. And as long as it doesn't spawn the Riptide in the middle area where we're at, it's still spawning away from us. But it might spawn one closer. Okay, did a little bit of damage to our Riptide. Not too bad. Our Oozer is going to go down, though, for sure. Really? It didn't go down. I'm very surprised about that. Okay. That's pretty nice. Okay, well, he's still able to move, so I'm going to say, for right now, we're just going to do Vamp Dash, just to have it active, obviously. And then do our damage that we need to, just to make sure you are nice and weakened for later. I would do a dash into you, but I don't think it's really worth it, honestly. It might be worth it if we were to, say, go, like, really far over here, and then hit the Bomb-Bomb, I think. Just because then we don't have to worry about positioning for edge as much. But there we go. Doesn't get him to move on top of me, which is always what I like to see. And then do a little bit of dashes into Mr. Riptide to make sure he doesn't try anything. Not too bad. You should be down though, right? Nope, he's still moving. Really? Jeez. Okay then. Let's put you to sleep then. So I know for sure that you're down. And because you can't get to me anyways, I'm gonna just make sure I can boomer you and waste your next turn, because you won't be able to get to the Oozer, and the Oozer is not gonna be able to go down next turn anyways, no matter what you try. And then we just make sure Riptide is nice and out. I want to be a little closer though to here, just because we get closer to our one guy, so we can start working on the Golem. But not too bad. Just reminded myself on the range of that revive, and other than that, we're perfectly good for next turn. Not bad. We haven't needed Ethereal as much for Oh, I thought we were in range for him, actually. But yeah, we haven't had to use Ethereal yet for a survive level, which is different. Usually we do, but it's not as brutal as they normally are, which is nice. Got a little bit more damage on our golem, and this guy got completely messed up in his movements. But he is going to get rid of our user now. But that's actually a good thing, because then we can just spawn in a new one. So, honestly, I'm perfectly okay with that. Which one's the one, though? Is it... No, okay, it is Rabbid Peach's one, which is perfect. So, let's spawn in our Oozer first, since we know it does double damage to our elemental golem here. Who are you going to go for, though? Actually, not too bad of a turn either. I really do like that turn. There we go. And we don't have to waste our dashes on you either, which is perfect. But I do need to use one dash, maybe. Oh, actually, no, we don't. We don't need to at all, actually. Wait a minute, what am I saying? We don't need to. We just need to dash you once, get you down, grab this, and then we can move enough to where Edge can get deep into the fight. Just need to make sure that we ethereal before this one, because this is definitely a place where we should. We are oozed, though, so we're going to take a little bit extra damage every turn, but for the most part, this is not a bad area to be. But, who would we rather do damage to here? I'm going to say we go for the bomb-bomb, just so it's not moving. Because I would rather it not run around like a crazy person. And actually, it probably did, yeah, it did do more damage than us just dealing damage to the Riptide. So, honestly, safer option to do what we just did. Okay, not too bad. And then what we want to do is definitely just get as far back as we possibly can and do a nice little flying blade. And also, we poisoned him too, on top of everything, so that's perfect. Okay, and then Rabbid Peach, we're going to have you move back just a slight bit to where we know you won't be in range of this guy, but we can still attack perfectly fine. And then just do as much zap damage as we possibly can, just because we might as well use it while we have it. And that Riptide's going to lose a lot of movement because of it. Not too bad. Are you basically done for, though? You should be gone, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you're basically done, and you're going to go down to poison it next turn. So we can move back up here. And honestly, I might just knock you out, since we have a choice to. So, let's just get rid of you real quick. And then just wait for next turn. Since we have enemy up, we can use that. And the other guy went down. I just saw him, or heard it. But, Oozer is in range, unfortunately. Thought he wouldn't be. Looked like he wasn't for a second, because he stopped. And the portals are spawning far away from us still, which is insanely good, because that means no matter what happens this turn, all we need to do is just move out of range, pretty much. So you know what? All we need to do is do a nice little envy here, and we can end turn immediately, because there's no reason to move. And just like that, one survival level, immediately over. Just like that. Not too bad. Because these guys can't do anything, no matter what they try. Because now it's our turn, battle cleared. Gotta love this team. This team's perfect for fights. But not bad. Another level as well. Oh, I thought we were level 35. Oh, well, we were a couple levels underneath it, but got a level out of it, so that works out. I actually really did think we were the right level for this. But apparently under-leveled, and we still did it. Cool. That works out. But to be fair, there's not much more difficulty you can add to the game after you hit max level already, to be fair. Because normally it's 30, and now we're going above it because of this chapter. So, honestly, not too bad. We also got another skill prism we can use for later. Anything else hidden around here? Just because this does look like a place something could hide. Not too sure about it, but it feels like somewhere that could have something. If it wanted to. But I don't think we can't go up there, so definitely not up there. Don't think going back here would be an option. Although this does look like something BeepO would comment on. This looks like something you'd run around for one of those other things, but nope. Nothing attached to it. This guy in the middle might, though. Just because it's sparkling. Usually, if you can get your characters to spin in a circle, that is. Okay, Edge is not doing it for me, but I think that's because I'm running. Yeah, it's because I was running. But yeah, there we go. Perfect. We got our stuff, and we also got another mission done. I would go for the Field Breaker, but I'm going to be honest, I don't want to focus on battles that don't progress us as much. Also, another one of those things behind the little island there, right above, right there in the middle. Don't know what it says, though. But far right and far left, it looks like, for something. I can't tell what it is, though. Okay. Well, we opened that up now. We have a bridge. Didn't really lead anywhere, though, did it? It just leads us to where to put the square. Okay. Where does this cannon take us, then? Depends on where it takes us. Okay, so this cannon takes us back here. Okay. So there is something we can do then. Okay, so let's take this one back to the middle area then. Since we now know that. So if we have a cannon that goes all the way back, that's always a good thing. Because that means we have a way of going back and forth, while also being able to move forward. But if we turn this off for a second, and just double check for stuff, because I think there's another option here that we are not seeing just yet. Because we need to have this open, for sure. So as long as we can turn on that button, while also being over there, that would work out, but we can't from a glance here. But it doesn't mean that it's not possible, it just means that it's going to be a little bit more hidden, more than likely. But I don't really see a reason to use this bridge over here, though. At all. I really don't. Doesn't mean that there is no reason, it's just I don't see a reason to use it. But we also have this cannon over here, so maybe the idea is something we just don't know about, because we never tried this cannon over here. So I guess that would also be a good thing to check. Because even though there is a Dark Messiah over here, it doesn't mean that this cannon doesn't bring us where we want to be. No, it took me back to the middle, really. So 2 cannons that take you back to the middle. Really? Huh. Don't see how that's helpful at all to what we're trying to solve here. Unless there's something else that we're not seeing. Was there another scanning button over here that we just didn't see? No. It's strange. It's a really strange thing, then. Because there's only so many of those. We can't really get to that, either the egg or the button, or the square to go into that hole without it, either. Huh. Okay. That is weird. We can't scan far enough, so we can't do that either. Wow, okay then. This isn't going to be as easy as it looks at all, just because of the fact that we lose the bridges. Okay. I'll do a small cut just so I can get more understanding on what's going on here, because right now, I don't see a solution here. There's definitely a solution, and it's probably invisible. That's probably what it is, just from what I know about this game. And recently, with this chapter, they've been doing a lot more invisibility stuff than they normally did. So, I'll be right back. I'm gonna look at it just for a second. And so we're not, like, sitting on here for, like, more time than we need. So, BRB boys and girls, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, well, I was overthinking it. This is literally like 2 seconds later. I shot myself through the cannon, and I forgot that the cannon that was right next to where the button is on right now takes us directly to this bridge over here. I don't know why, I was overthinking the puzzle. I do that sometimes, and for you guys that watch all the time, you guys would realize that. So, but, okay, that was a lot simpler than I was thinking it was going to be. Just because I was thinking of the 2 cannons was going to be more important, this one and the one on the other side, than the one that's just right here. And, well, that ended up not being the case. But now that we got our square, we know exactly where to put this. So we gotta go back where the field breaker is real quick. and go place this in. But where was that? It was on the left side, wasn't it? So how does this help the current puzzle? Is what I'm very questioning about. Where was it hiding? It was hiding somewhere around here on the ground area. Which is strange that it would be down here, but also makes sense at the same time. Where is that thing hiding? It was down here, for sure. Where was it? I actually don't remember where that was. Unless it was by the field breaker. Field breaker's oh, there it is. I see it. Also, the field breaker is a lot faster than I realized. Can you please stop chasing me, please? Thank you. Okay, let's put this on here then. And that gets rid of the gate on that. Okay, cool. Is the field breaker still chasing? No, it isn't. Good. But now that we got that over and done with, we definitely run past Mr. Field Breaker before he gets a chance to make us stay here longer than we want to. Nice try, buddy. You ain't chasing me, though. But into the cannon. And now we just need to figure out how to get the Melosphere from here. Because it's definitely where this is trying to take us. But it looks like this should just take us on the other side of this bridge here. From how it normally looks. Yeah, it definitely does. Okay, cool. So now we just grab our egg, pick it up, and then take it with us. And then we are completely done with this puzzle. Not too bad. Other than that, though, I'm going to say it's best if we leave the egg here for right now, because we know that this is going to take us all the way around. So it's better to just put it back and not worry about it as much, because we can easily just jump back through this cannon, turn the button on, and then just re-pick it back up. As long as it doesn't go back. Okay. Well, okay, so it does go back to where it was. I actually didn't remember that with the eggs, but now we know that, though. But thankfully it's not a hard fix, it's just that we just gotta backtrack a second. But there we go. Good. So now we got our egg, and now we just need to go back to where we were. And throw it at that dark mess eye on the other side of that one cannon. Then we're perfectly good to see our very first Melosphere, I think. I don't know if it's attached to any kind of missions, though, but I think it would be. Or I'm pretty sure it would be. But it might not be, just based on the fact that it is just a dark mess eye. So we just need to make sure this is lighting you up and not doing the other thing. Because sometimes, yeah, there we go. And just like that, there's our Melosphere. And where are you going, buddy? Huh. Well, he's flying off. Okay, it looks like he just went to where he needed to be. Cool. Okay, so we just need to break them all free. Okay, well that's easier than I thought it would be. And this, yeah, that was an obvious bridge. Just wasn't sure if it was going to be a bridge or not, but it definitely was one. But, where does this take us? It looks like somewhere we could take our boats, for sure. Oh, it's where our boat is, actually. That helps out. Okay, cool. So this area is completely done now. Okay, so where are we looking at for locations right now? There's no way we're taking on the bomb, so let's just stay away from that. And it's a surviving mission, so yeah, definitely stay far away from that. Riddle of the Melodic Gardens, I think we found one piece of that already. Oh yeah, it is a diamond. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely that then. Because if you slide it slightly over, it's like a diamond like it was on that puzzle for the moon and the rabbit looking thing. Okay, cool. So we know one part of that. We know that there's another one over here. But we don't know how many there are. But because of the fact that I do know there is one over here, let's go take a look at it real quick. Since we don't know exactly what it said. And if we have at least two pieces of it, we can figure out the puzzle pretty easily, I would think. Okay, so the sun is on the opposite side of the rabbid. If that is a rabbid. I'm pretty sure it is. And I'm going to say more than likely the last one's going to be probably right next to the riddle. Or at least I would think so. To at least, like, make you know what you're looking for. I would hope. I don't think it wouldn't be, but yep, our little buddy is here. It's been a while since we've seen him. But it's good to see our little adventure around here in every single planet we go to. Wonder if he'll show up in the Raymond stuff as well. Let's see here. Hey, buddy.
New planet, new puzzles. Oh, thank goodness. Not a moment too soon. My rucksack is nearly soaked through. I have discovered a fascinating bit of history here. And more importantly, another riddle that needs solving. In the chock-a-block mind, it is rarer to find the calm that composition takes. Clear your head with a wander. The clues are beyond here, but can be stored in the space that you make.
Okay. Well, we know what to do with the sun and the moon then, but it's not in the way that it made us think that it was going to be. Interesting. And there's only 2 blocks, so one might be invisible, I'm pretty sure. So we'll look around just in case.
You see those blocks there? They are the position somehow in relation to those symbols. But how, I believe? There are clues to be found, but not here, but all amongst the ruins on the many islets around us.
Okay, look around then.
I would help to find them, though. My rucksack is heavier than normal, having gotten quite wet.
It's all good, buddy.
Not to boast, Professor Backpack, but since you last saw us we became a boat owners. Leave the clue finding to us.
Okay, now that we do... so it did let us know we needed to be on the boat. Also, wait a minute. There's another mural over there. Specifically for Allegra, because I could see her on it. Okay. Well, thing is, for what we do know, we do need to go on the boat to find them. But the thing is I think I might actually be able to solve this. Oh no, this is one of the blocks. I just wasn't sure what that was, to be fair. Okay, so we don't know what to do with star, but I'm pretty sure I know what to do with moon and sun, based on how they positioned it. So one here, then we need to grab you as well. And this was directly on the opposite side of the moon. And then for the star, yeah, you got me on that one. Well, we might be able to figure it out. We might have to let go of the block, though, in order to know. So let's kind of, like, test some areas real quick, just to see if the puzzle likes those areas real quick. And if it doesn't go off, that means that more than likely it's not in the right position. But maybe, just maybe, there might be one over here. So let's definitely check over here first. We do have a mural, so let's see what's going on.
Allegra came to the pond to conduct her biophony, and so we joined her. The music was loud and travelled far, and the pond trembled as a wondrous beast rose from the water.
Oh, that's what it meant by Dory. That's the little blue, what do you call it, the lake monster, I always forget about, but it's named Dory, specifically. The little blue lake monster from Mario. I didn't realize that was going to be making an appearance, but it does make appearances, well, the orange version of it does, in the platformer games. So it's actually pretty cool to see Dory again. Huh. But that's definitely her. Huh. So that's the friend in need, apparently, I guess. Okay, so that very much means that it's very much a toss-up on if we're going to get ambushed on the other side of that door or not. Since now we know for sure that Dory is a character around here. We got you, but can I kind of like slide past you real quick? Yeah, we can. Okay, good. I want to grab my free boots. Since we're kind of tight on money, so we can't really buy stuff like I usually would. But it doesn't look like he gives you any freebies over here, sadly. Which kind of is a small problem. Just because we do not know where the other part of the riddle could be. Unless it's hiding on the side here, but I don't think it is. Yeah, we're not going to be sliding into there. But it was worth double checking over here to know what we are looking for. It might be on the water, though. Based on the fact that it said we needed to have a boat in order to find it. I am curious, though, about the... Oh, so this is Kanya's base over here. Because this is the coup at the base. Or coup at Kanya's, I think it was called. For the... Yeah, at the little star thing there. Okay, so that's where that is. I don't see any riddles anywhere, so I don't think it's going to be here. And also, I don't see any murals either. So I'm guessing we definitely don't want to go here yet, because we don't know what level that is either. So it's safer to say that it's going to be probably like level 40, if anything. But we do need to keep an eye out for diamond-shaped stuff, if we want to be able to solve our puzzles here. I'm going to say it's probably in the one spot we haven't went yet. And that is the far left areas of the map here. Because those areas we really haven't really been to, for the most part. Or by where the Phantom's thing is. I didn't even see that. Oops. Ran right into that little thing, that little floating barrel there. Didn't even realize it was there. But, let's see. So yeah, this area. So we just need to find a dock to land on, I think. And then we should be fine. Thing is, where is said docks? Well, we found the golems. I still don't see a dock anywhere. I see a toad. There it is. Okay, cool. Okay, we're nice and docked on this area. Now we can look around now. But we got the Flooded Ruins flag. And now we just need to take a nice little look around at our surroundings and figure out what we need to do around this area. So we have the Toad Cacophony over here, as well as the Melosphere. I'm going to say we definitely go and help out the Toad real quick, since he is by himself. I'm wondering if, ooh, there's also another mural over here. But, I'm wondering if the Toad has any, what we're looking for. Also, this is a very simple Melosphere to get. Because, I think we got the harder one to get, actually. I'm not too sure, though. Oh, no. It is, blocked via water. Okay, so I wasn't sure about that. But we just need to solve this thing over here. So put this down, then, because we can't do anything with that. But, yeah, we do have a mural over here. Oh, this is a different version of Allegra, isn't it? Okay, so Allegra's not from here, then. Because that's the spaceship we saw in the previous mural before the one we just found. Because we found a later mural. Okay, so this is when Allegra first got to this planet. So basically, Allegra is like a warden, basically. Even though it doesn't look like it classes her as one, specifically. Really? Okay, that makes sense then. A stranger had come to the melodic gardens, drawn by all wild songs, and so many hard before her. Show this stranger nothing of the secrets, we said. She will destroy all wild songs, and the lost melody will stay hidden forever. Although it looks like that Allegra was in tune with music to begin with before coming here. So she was coming here for a reason in the first place, because that looks like one of those suits you see on musicians usually. Or could be a magician suit, to be fair, too, but that kind of reminds me of that. Okay, cool. But let's see. So we need a circle to put into that. Or, well, need to put a circle into the opening of one of those areas. Is there a mural, or not a mural, but a thing we need to look for over here? Just curious. It doesn't look like a diamond's hiding over here, but we do have a pipe that we can use. And it looks like there's a memory attached to this area, because I just saw it for half a second. And we need to, yep, do a little bit of scanning. And grab that real quick. Let's see. The Flooded Labyrinth. Flooded Labyrinth, you say? So that's what this area is called, then. Kanya flooded the labyrinth with no regard to anything in it, simply to make her command post inaccessible to anyone but her. Thankfully, we found a crude but surfaceable boat left behind by her minions. All in all, I find spark hunters much more dangerous on their own, at least when under Cursa's command, they behave somewhat predictably. I guess, yeah, Kanya does act more like a normal villain would, because she's not connected to Cursa. Although she is using Cursa's stuff like the others would, just more in tune for herself than anybody else out of the other guys. That's cool, though, that there is an enemy that isn't connected to, like, completely to Cursa, though. Ooh, there is something here, actually. What is this? Oh, it's what we're looking for. Good thing I double-checked, because it did look weird that it would throw us up there for no reason, with there not being anything there. Okay, so we got what we need, and it looks like it goes over here, maybe. But it's an orange circle, though, and not a blue one. So I guess we'll just throw that in there, and that takes us over there. We also got a square somewhere, and I'm guessing this is just going to take us to probably where we found that, probably. Yeah, it definitely is. Okay, so we don't need to worry about that, but that would have took us where we need to go. But because we have the toad over here, let's go grab him real quick. Just because, well, he's right here. Might as well. Let's go say hi to our little toad buddy. Gotta save a toad on every single planet. To, continue their story. Since, well, we find one on every single planet, and, well, they have something to say after you save them. So there's no reason not to. Just curious on what, this one's gonna have to say about this planet, though. What are they gonna have us do here? It's a reach area. But it's not something we haven't seen before. For a kind of positioning of map-wise. It's a lot of monsters, though. But we have had a somewhat, like, area like this. With the very first mission we did here. Where they had, like, the square in the middle. With the upper area like this. And then they had monsters, like, all around you. And you just had to survive the first round. Without wanting to go down. But there is a lot of golems and a lot of scopers, which can be very dangerous. So we do need to be careful, but we should be fine. I feel like we'll definitely be fine here. I just need to get to that area, is all. For the most part. As long as we can get over there, we'll be perfectly good. But let's summon in our allies here. Just because the first guy over here is going to be a small bit of a problem because it is a golem. So if we can prepare ourselves and get a nice little bit of his HP out of the way, we can move everybody earlier by a turn. Just means that we gotta be careful though, because these guys are going to stick back here if we let them. Okay, so he's basically down. So let's see here. Where exactly do we need to move to be able to get there? Because we can't really go much of anywhere, for the most part. We can go forward, just not a lot, is all. But, I'm going to say, like, right here. No, the scoper might be able to see me from there, right? Let's see here, where's your vision? He'll see me with, villain sight, I think. Yeah, he definitely will see me, wouldn't he? And it's fine. What I'm gonna do is, probably along the lines of, making sure to use our move boots as much as possible. Because right now it's all about just getting Edge into position and preparing for the coming turns here. Because right now all we really need to do is get Edge into position, for the most part, while preparing for the other guys. But first things first is we need to make sure that Rabbid Peach and Rabbid Rosalina can move as well. So let's give them a nice little movement. And then right now, all we really need to do here is just move in range for Rabbid Rosalina to be able to at least go forward a little bit. I want to be near the stairs though, as much as I can. If I can help it. Just because, if we can run down the stairs, that would help quite a lot. Ooh, wait a minute. I think I messed up, didn't I? Yep, I did. That is actually not good. Huh. Okay, well that's actually really not good, actually. I don't have to worry about envy, though. We can waste envy here. But, what I just did really did mess up the turn. He ended up going down to the ooze, though. So, we don't have to waste a turn, which is good. And because we're invisible with Edge, the scopers aren't going to be much of a problem. They'll try to be a problem, though. It's just that they won't be able to do as much like they are wanting to do. But thankfully, because the ooze took down the elemental... Oh, he's not coming down. Really? Okay. That means I can't boost off of him then. Okay, well that kind of ruined my plan a little bit, but what is our scopers trying to do? It is wasting the elemental's time over there, which is good. But, well actually no, I want Rabbid Peach to do that. Yeah, Rabbid Peach, you break through this real quick. You have more dashes, so I don't mind if you use that. But he's resistant to that anyways. But I might be able to somewhat do something here. Hopefully I can range up there, though. Ooh. Wow. Okay. That did not look like that was going to work. Okay, yeah, put you to sleep. Don't go into range of that. I do not want to be in range of that if we can help it. Can I hit any of the other enemies, though? I can knock you out. Might be worth it, honestly. Yeah, I might do that, actually. Okay, Rabbid Peach, I need to get a little bit closer to you, it looks like. But yeah, I might actually use you for this, if at all possible. Since you can't move much anyways right now, it might be worth just knocking out the elemental right here, and just going from there. Anybody else we can go for while we're here? We can actually attack you too, that's actually really good. Okay, well, I don't need to be down, or up there to do this, so let's get Rabbid Rosalina back down real quick. And then Edge can get their movement that they need. And I might be able to maybe get over to our Fire Elemental, if things go good. So, this should be a pretty good turn, if we do this right. Looks like best possible outcome, though. If we want to get the best movement, we're going to have to do it from, like, right here-ish. And I just gotta hope we can get to the little bridge here. Because as long as we hit the bridge, we get perfect movement. Okay, good. So let's definitely turn on the Vamp Dash, since that's going to be important for what we're doing. Do we do the... I think we do. Let's do Stormblade. Let's get that activated. Because if we can do enough damage to get rid of you, we can do another dash into the other guy before we need to worry about anything. But like that guy goes down. Oh, actually, we don't have enough to go anywhere further. Okay. Well, we're still invisible, so it's not a problem. But, this guy is down for the count, though, as long as I move in a good range. Just because, we don't need to really worry about you as much anymore, since we have Rabbid Peach up there. Not too bad. Make sure we knock out the Golem. And honestly, because I don't mind the positioning right now, I'm going to actually use the splash damage on this guy. Just because there's no reason not to, honestly. So let's splash him back a little bit, get some free damage. And then I guess we just wait for the next turn and see what we can do. He's setting up his Evil Eye, though. But honestly, one Evil Eye is not going to be too much of a problem. They are moving into a range where I can hit them, though, easier, before we even make our way over, which is always a good sign. The Golems, however, I'm not really sure what they're planning. But whatever they're planning, it's definitely not good. That's for sure. But honestly, the more they stay over here and give me free damage on them, the better, honestly. But I think we're definitely going to make our way down and go from there. So, good old Rosalina, you're going to need to help out Peach a little bit. Or Rabbid Peach a little bit. Just so we can get a nice little range of motion going. Just so everyone can move forward this turn. But like that, we just need to make enough movement so everyone can go with it where they need to. But like right there-ish would be perfect. Because this will get everybody in a good spot while also being able to do what we need to do. Okay. This guy's blocked on the vision range. Not the best thing. But honestly, I don't mind getting hit. Hit me. Oh, he can't see me. Really? Come on, hit me. I need you to hit me, though. I don't mind if you hit me with anything. I just need to know that you're not going to do it anymore, is all. So, do what you need, bud. But I need to make sure this elemental is not running around like a crazy person here in a second. Other than that, I'm perfectly fine with whatever happens. But let's see here. Before we do move, let's make sure that we can knock out this guy. Just so he's not just sitting back here preparing for us. Because as long as Mr. Golem is not running around, we're good on movement-wise. Grab another dash, then make sure we do a nice team jump and get as much range as possible, and hopefully get our little scoper as well in the same turn. Yep, we can. Good. And might be able to knock him out too, which is exactly what we need. Can I do fire damage to you? It would be good. Actually, I might be able to, actually. Move here. Yes, we can. Perfect. Although I'm gonna get burned, I think. Yeah, we did. But where's Edge running to? Doesn't look like anywhere. Looks like we stayed in place. Okay, not too bad. We don't need to heal, but we do want to prepare for it. But that golem is a little closer than I want him to be. Okay, well, that's not good. I forgot these guys can climb. So we need to be a little careful with our little scopers right now. Because these guys are preparing for something. And we're on top of this guy too. Oof. Okay, well that's not bad. We can get hit by one of those guys for free without having to worry. Since we have the vamp dashes. So that's not much of a problem. Oh, we got portals spawning now. I'm wondering if this golem's going to go down anytime soon. Ooh, we're going to get hit here, aren't we? See if we can get away with getting hit once. Yeah, we can. Although I did not like the damage whatsoever. I will be completely honest about that one. But thankfully, we do have the good ability of where we get extra HP when we're low on HP, so that works out perfectly. Just, not the best thing to get hit by is all. But since we need to have Rosalina help out a little bit, we need to move back just a slight bit. Just so we can get a nice little bit of idea of how close we can get to our golem. Not a lot, but it's not a bad turn at all. I am going to say we're going to vamp dash though, just to make sure this golem does go down. Because I do want him down, and we also got the refresh anyways, so that's perfect. And then, who actually wants that, actually? Because someone can definitely make use of that right now. We can easily take that out, so we don't need to worry about that. I do want to move closer, though. And we might be able to help Edge get closer to where we need to be as well. So, Edge, you're gonna, or Rosalina, you're gonna sit. Actually, apparently not. You're not gonna sit there, actually. Edge is definitely gonna want this, though, I think. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check where our current attacks can lead. We can go for you, though. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Yeah, go for this guy up here. Give him a couple hits. Not too bad. We need to move just a slight bit, though. And I might be able to ethereal up there. Maybe. It's not 100%. But it's very much possible. Also, we got it back, it looks, for our point back, which is good. Okay, it looks like I can't really make full use of that, though. But we can make a good, decent movement here, though, from that turn. While also being invisible. I'm gonna grab this just so he doesn't spawn. And then make sure this does not spawn anything. Because it will, and it's not a good idea to let it spawn if you can help it. And I don't think, yeah, we can't hit anything, even if we wanted to. So I think we just end turn and see what happens. But not a bad turn. Not a bad turn at all. And with these guys constantly throwing up Evil Eyes, and Edge having the ability to not be seen while doing it, honestly, we're perfectly fine with movement. It is spawning in more enemies, though, so we do need to be careful. That guy in the back should be going down. Yep, he went down. I heard it. Okay, cool. So we got a freebie. Ooh, but we're not in range of anything. Okay. Well, that's not a problem. Just means we have to do this a certain way, is all. Okay, but first things first is positioning to, like, right here-ish for good old Rabbid Peach, just so we know we can get the movement we need, and then drop, like, right around here-ish, I think. Yeah, perfect. That's actually really perfect, actually. Then, obviously, we want to get up here so we can help out Edge as much as we possibly can. And then, hopefully, also get in range of knocking out the portal before anything spawns out of it. While also putting you to sleep, you know what? That would also be a good idea. So, we don't have the golem running at us here in a second. Can't get behind cover, though, which is never a good thing. But, honestly, getting rid of the portal will probably save us. Not too bad. Now it's all about team jumping, I think. Because that'll give us just enough range to get to our golem here. And then we can use the golem for our advantage here. So, definitely dash into you once. I'm going to say we do vamp dash, I think. Because it might be enough to get rid of you. Yep, it is. Perfect. Get rid of 2 of them right here. As long as we do our turn right. So let's go for you. We might be able to dash into both of you. Yep, we can. We can also go straight for the win here too. Which is probably what we're going to do. Because that's the safest option. So just like that. GG. Easy. Not too bad. Got rid of a couple golems out of that too. Perfectly easily. And got 1,000 experience out of it. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Definitely a pretty cool level. Easy, though. I will say that. For me, it was easy because those kind of reach level areas I've had so much practice with Edge and Rosalina and Rabbid Peach that I just understand that kind of stuff just because that was our team for a good majority of the game. So, those kind of levels are a lot easier for me. But Toad's Cacophony is now done. So let's see here. I came here for accordion lessons, but watching you do your thing was way more fun. Oh, that's good to hear, buddy. So since we got that now done, let's try and get this Melosphere out. And then we'll try and go maybe see if we can do that riddle. Anything about the Tom Fawn thing? I think we need to be in the, Oh, he's actually doing the little, That's funny. He's doing his little thing with how, Tom Fawn would. But it looks like we do need to go through this cannon over here. If we want to do anything here, I think. Not really sure where this is going to take us, though. But I think it is where we need to be. Anything invisible that we need to know about? It looks like there should be something invisible here. Yeah, definitely. Some kind of bridge that leads somewhere. Something invisible right over here. Can't reach it, though. Oh, okay, it's a ladder. I can get it, though. I just gotta get in the right angle. Or it was just turning on for a second because of... Yeah, it looks like I was just in a range that I wasn't supposed to be able to see, maybe. Yeah. It just went off on accident. It wasn't supposed to. Okay, well, at least we know that now. This looks like something that could be, yeah, connected to something. A random pipe with no entrance to, like, where it goes definitely would make sense. There would be more to it. But there we go. Perfect. Okay, so we got that. There's definitely, there's definitely invisible blocks here. Because there wouldn't be, definitely, it's impossible for there not to be one there. But not too bad. Still got a couple more things to, unmark out, though, it looks like. Bunch of invisible stuff, though, is something I'm noticing. But, honestly, a lot easier puzzle than, normally. Another one of our murals for Allegra. Because that's definitely Allegra. We watched with wonder as the stranger did not pry. Lyre trees and clap mouths from the soil, but coat strange and new songs from them. This music is stiff as if made from instruments of dead wood, we said, but soon the stranger made our goddess sing, thrum and beat as one. Huh. That's pretty cool. So Allegra was perfect for this, planet before she even came here, pretty much. And it seems like it made the planet better for her being here as well, from how they ended up making the murals for her. Because unlike our guy from Palette Prime, she wasn't cursed from the start. Because his was all about him being cursed, pretty much. Also, why is there an opening here? Why do we need to do that? Unless it's just letting us know that we opened the... Wasn't the cannon? No, the cannon was connected to a blue circle, wasn't it? Strange. Oh, wait a minute. There was something invisible here. Wait a minute. Forgot. We saw the scanner pick up on something. So it's picked up on that ladder. But where's... Oh, there is a bridge here. I thought it wouldn't... there wasn't one, because I thought I would have saw it pop up. But this is where our circle is that we need for our cannon. Anything else we haven't done yet? We haven't pushed the block yet, so... But I think this will take us to it, actually. I'm pretty sure it will, actually, because we haven't been up there. So let's see. Yep, it is. And this is where we saw the ladder, so we'll push that on open. There's also another bridge over here, apparently, which leads us to a free dash cookie. Ooh, I'll definitely take that. That's insanely good. Just because of the fact of, well, I really like the dash cookies in this game. Especially, more things for Edge is always a good thing. Let's push that on down. And then we just need to follow our little block here until we're out of here. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Just need to move this in a way that we can get around it, though. Just because right now we can't really do much with it. But there we go. Pushed in place. And we can open up the green square there, as well as making our way directly to our blue circle that we need for later. Not too bad. Thing is, though, is now that we have the blue circle, I actually don't know where we need to put it. But we do have a cannon to go back. So, oh, it's right out in the open, I see it. I didn't realize that before. But, cool. Place this in here. And just like that, open up the puzzle for the door over here. And now we just need to make what we need. Okay, so what we need is to start with you. So let's press this on. So far so good though. Okay, so now we need the square, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the square and the triangle. And that will be the second part of this puzzle. Honestly, these are pretty cool though. I like these kinds of puzzles. Just because they add a little bit extra melodic stuff to this chapter. Looks like we need this one. We need the X-looking one. And then we need the square again. And then that should be part number 3. Not too bad. What's the next one? Okay, that is definitely diamond. Diamond's in there for sure. It's definitely the little hourglass. And then we also need the big hourglass as well. And then the triangle, and then obviously the big hourglass. And that's part number 4. And we are done with that. Not too bad. That should, yep, give us a nice little pathway through. And just like that, Melosphere number 2 is ripe for the saving. Not too bad. Not too bad at all, honestly. But throw that at you. And there's our second Melosphere. But he's going off to the gate 100%. Unless he's going to the tree. They actually might be going to the tree, actually. Yep, I see them. They're flying above the trees. So that's where they're actually going. Probably waiting for us to figure everything out first. Probably. But not too bad. We did a good chunk of things over there. I would like to solve the riddle, but I didn't see the next part of it anywhere. So we might need to wait off on the riddle. If we can't find it here in a second. Because I'll spend a little bit extra time looking for the riddle real quick. And I could always do a cut if need be. If we do want to make sure we do it today. So, let me find our boat first, so we can at least like swim on the boat real quick before we make any judgments on if we're going to be able to find it or not. Because right now I don't know where it is, but it doesn't mean that it's not out in the open. So, let's definitely take a look around first before we make any rash decisions on needing to do a cut or not. Because I don't like having to do cuts as much, but if we need to do them, I do them because I don't want to have you guys waiting around for me to find something that should be obvious, if I could help it. Or I do cuts because I need to do cuts, because something's going on in my background or something similar to that. So, honestly, it's better. But let's see what's going on with the Tom Fawn thing. Log, as if the phantoms
tone-deaf, head-splitting warbling belongs anywhere near this hallowed musical ground. Thankfully, after his sound defeated at all hands, we can confidently say we will never encounter the real thing again. Oh, you don't know that, bud. Ever, ever, ever again. Ever. Yeah, you're completely wrong on that, buddy. I'm gonna definitely say that because, they showed off the DLC way before this came out, so everyone knew about him coming back. But, honestly, kind of, curious how that DLC is gonna go, since Raymond hasn't had his own game in a very long time, so I'm kind of curious on how they're gonna do that chapter of this game. I really am curious about that, just because of, well, Raymond hasn't had anything for himself recently, so I've never really got to play a Raymond game, but I do know who Raymond is because I knew about the Rabbids for a very long time before these games ever came out. So, I know about Raymond because Raymond's, well, the games made the Rabbids, so I 100% know about them. Also, this looks like something I can maybe bash through, maybe, but, yeah, I'm definitely curious on what's going on with what's going to go on there. Oh, and there it is. Okay, so that's our last piece. Okay, so we found the riddle, so we can definitely do this without cutting, thankfully. So let's see what we're dealing with here. Okay. Star is next to the Rabbid. Got it. Another clue to the riddle of the melodic gardens. Professor Backpack will be beside himself with glee. Someone take a mental picture of the block's position here. We will need to reproduce it with the real thing. Okay, so the star is next to the star, the moon is next to the moon. So now we just need to position the sun in the right position. Let me just double check the moon's positioning, because I felt like it was wrong. But we can easily see it from here. Okay, so it needs to be the right of the moon. Got it. So the block is to the left of the star. The sun just needs to be on the other side of it. And then obviously the moon needs to be on the right of it. Oh, okay. So like that. So we just need to put this next to the the star somehow. And obviously the sun would be in the top left. So let's go push this into place real quick. And then we just need to find which exact spot of the star it needs to be. Because it could be right next to it, or it could be slightly turned. So we need to make sure about all that real quick. Oh, we can't move there because of the fact that we're standing right in that position. Okay, so far it's none of those, though. But it is easily fixable, since we just need to figure out where it's hiding. Okay, well, so far that didn't work. But it also could mean that the moon is not in the right spot either, to be fair. So it's just, we need to figure out where the positioning is of all these. And also the sun can also be in the top right as well. So let's also try that. Well, actually, let's try the star in that other position first, before we do that. Because it's definitely one of these positions. It's just that, we need to know for sure on some of them. And I don't know if the blocks are important at all. Because it doesn't look like they would be. But I could be wrong. But so far, our puzzle seems to be slightly coming together here. Maybe we just need to figure out which, side everything's on. Because the moon could be in a certain spot, technically. Okay, so far that didn't work. So that means this might be here, then. Really? Okay, that's surprising. That's... Huh. Really? Let me make sure there's nothing invisible. Because it might be... But that should be... One of those that we just did should have been the answer. Unless, the blocks are important. And if they are, then I would need to do a cut, then. Because I'm not too sure. Because they are all different. But I'm not sure how I would differentiate them for
the block puzzles on the actual mural things, the little mini murals. So I'll be right back, and then I'll figure this out, because it might be blocks need to be put in certain positions as well. So BRB, boys and girls, and we'll be finishing up this puzzle and then finishing off today's episode. So BRB, boys and girls. Okay, so I did have the puzzle a little wrong. So what was going on was what I was thinking was happening with the sun being on the sides of here. It was actually completely diagonal to it on the diamond, which I didn't realize. And then the moon was also diagonal. And then obviously the star was right next to the star, so we just had to go along the lines of here in order to find out where the star needed to go. But just like that is actually the answer to the puzzle, and the blocks actually don't matter. But just like that, our riddle is now complete. So let's see what Professor Backpack has to say before we do go running off real quick. Just because I'm curious what he has to say.
Another mystery solved. Well done. You have not only solved the riddle of the melodic gardens, but proven my theory correctly. Rabbids of the melodic gardens must be disciplined in mind and spirit. Solving riddles like these allowed them to achieve the inner harmony needed to become lifelong eco-musicians. Chock-a-block mind. Clear your head. Oh, I get it now. You know it's a lot like what being on the water does for me. Yes. You have a boot, I get
it. Letting everything get to his head. But there we go. And it's a star potion. Okay. Don't really need it, but thanks. Would like more coins, I'm going to be honest, because I don't have as much coins as I normally would in the normal story, so I haven't really been able to buy anything, because everything's expensive in the stores when it comes to stuff. But honestly, not too bad at all. Other than that, I guess this is where we'll have to probably end off today's episode, honestly. Because, well, you know what? Yeah, I think it would probably be best, because we don't know how much more the planet has. We can check for save file reasons real quick, actually. Just because I am curious with you guys, and also forgot there's like 3 different menus. You need to go to options to get to the save. There we go. So we're officially at 50% of the melodic gardens now, and we started at 41%. Not too bad. Not too bad at all, honestly. Other than that, we can check one other thing for this menu too. But we just need 1 more star, 3 more memories, and then 9 weapon skins. And weapon skins do take up percentage as well. So say, if we were to go and teleport to our shop real quick and spend our 6 coins to buy 3 weapon skins, that should show a little bit more where we are at the current moment. So let's see what we're actually at. And obviously, buy something for someone will want to know for their weapon skin stuff. Obviously, Edge and Rabbid Rosalina's weapons are the secret ones, apparently. Because Edge's doesn't appear here, so his has to either be in the gold thing or the locked one. Huh, that's interesting. Well, unfortunate. But actually, Bowser's is missing too, to be fair. Huh, that's weird. So, only the main cast's ones are hiding in here. Really? That's strange. Well, I'll get the ones that I know will probably be pulling out here soon, in case we need them. But there we go, we'll grab 3 of those. We got multiple weapon skins, so let's see what's going on with those. Change up your sound with a tonal balance that intimidates things to the ear-frazzling Ripple Troll. Okay, cool. We'll take that. I'll use it for, because we don't have any of those, but it's a black and gold weapon instead of a white and gold one that we get for doing the other stuff, which is pretty cool. And we also have the galaxy thing from the Tower of Doom as well. But we also got the Ripple Disruptor. Count this Ripple Disruptor to take down enemies to the bridge every time. The bridge to Painville. And then we got the ones for the Dukes. The Ripple Dukes. Pummel your enemies with sonic storm of teeth-chattering baritone blows with the Ripple Dukes. Cool, we'll take those. And since we're also next to the shop anyways, we might as well read the other ones, because I won't be going to the shop to go buy the rest of them. more than likely, if we can help it. Because I'll grab them in between episodes if, because it's easier to do that. I just went here just because I'm curious about progression-wise. But the Ripple Sharpshooter elicits a full spectrum of tone for max artistic expression when blasting your enemies from afar. And then the Ripple Umbrella, even novices heroes will find it easier than ever to unlock a salvo of full-throttled fury with the Ripple Boombrella. The Ripple Dual Slingers for Mario. Whether you for practice or live performances, the crisp Ripple Dual Slingers wallops its targets with lightning rhythm. And now that we have that, now we know our actual progression, 53%. So we got a lot done today. We got a good, decent chunk. So we went from 41 to 53. That's pretty good. So, with that being said, in the next episode, we will be going to grab our final Melosphere from the area we haven't been in yet, and also taking a look at some of the other places around this area, because we're almost done with this little area where we're at, where near Kanya's HQ is. So, we definitely want to get a good look around of everything before we do go towards the gates, because I don't know how much more story there is in the base story for this planet. So, we'll find out very shortly about how much there is still left. But with that being said, thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Keep being spooky, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.